What's up, Sprinkles? As you've seen, today we have big PulseChain news. I'm just refreshing it here for you. There's been a lot of erratic movement. Green across the board. What a reversal. Why is HEX up so much? A lot of people are just getting in tune with it. The origin address, yes, Richard Hart has staked a lot of HEX. Now, friends, for some reason, the GoHex website doesn't even work for me. It hasn't worked for me for like a year. I've tried everything, deleting data. I can't even see. It's stuck on connecting to the blockchain. I don't know why it does that, but this is pretty much just the address of the origin address showing you. Now, the origin address, rough napkin maths. What's going on? Now earning HEX yield is harder. It's more scarce. It's like you did another Bitcoin halvening. So all the Bitcoin miners, they get less yield now. I think Bitcoin miners earned 450 Bitcoin per day. I think it's that. It's like you chopped it again. Oh, now you only earn 200 Bitcoin per day. You know, it doesn't change the existing supply. It only impacts future supply. It slows the growth rate down. So it's meant to help protect the price against dumpers in the future. Now, he staked all 250 billion HEX on both EHEX and PHEX. And just to let you know, that 250 billion, rough numbers off the top of my head, okay? So just rough numbers. I did like a 7% yield, found out how much it is every week. And it's about, let's just say 300 million HEX per week is now given to the OA instead of other people. You got it? So I don't know how much, I can't get the real numbers, but yes, everybody was getting sprinkled the HEX. Now the OA grabs 300 million of it for itself. And if you do the numbers on that, around PHEX's price now is around 3.5 million a week. But I'm not sure if that's the exact numbers. And then EHEX would be $750,000 per week of yield coming out over time. But you just imagine that in your mind. You're like, oh, that means now every week, that's $3 million definitely not going to a dumper. That's another way to take it. It's like, hey, I'm going to take that yield from now on. And it's because a lot of people that were doing the shark moves, but it's honestly not really their fault. Ethereum's gone down so much, but what happened, friends? Of course, Richard Hart made HEX with the intention to be long-term minded, long-term delay gratification and everything out here. But in the past 2 years, people and their stakes, the average stake of new stakes appeared in the past 2 years, it's only 60 days. It used to be like multiple years. So people came in and they're like, well, nothing in lasting crypto. I don't like this game. I don't like it at all. Down 99%. I didn't sign up for this. That's why they reacted to that. They're just like, okay, I'm just going to do short-term yield and I'm just going to dump in a bull market because I don't care about the yield. That's their perspective. So Richard's now made it like he's taken a lot of the HEX yield out. Now, a lot of people, they're in two minds about it and they're wondering like, hey man, does that mean HEX's yield has gone down? Yeah, it means less sellers. But it's a bit tough because if you're a HEX believer and there's a staking that you're doing, your yield is now less. Yeah, so you can't, look, now you can't be, I guess, dreaming about the yield part as much. You got to be dreaming about the price appreciation part. That's what it is. But if there's less yield part gain, kind of turns into a cycle player, naturally. Remember, all these prices, why they reacted up, is all the Richard Hart core coins. It's because they show off confidence that the OA can move stuff. And some people believe as well, they got this confidence. They're like, oh, Interpol, SEC, throw him out. It doesn't matter. Like, he's making moves. It's a big thing appearing. It makes people very, very happy about that. Also, the knee-jerk reaction of HEX, it went up precisely because of the reason I told you. Markets are smart. They price in the future. They go, oh, there's going to be less selling in the future. Cool. That's like the market just like reacting in terms of like, it's a positive news, right? There's instead of $2 million getting dumped every 7 days. Now there's $2 million less, right? I forgot how much the real number is, but you can figure that out. But that's pretty much all you need to know. And, it does give everyone some confidence, of course. But like you've been watching my videos, friends, Others BTC is still down here. Why is Others BTC so low? Why are altcoins, are they sick? Is it dispersion? No, necessarily. It's literally just Ethereum. We are all linked to Ethereum, whether we want to be or not. Ethereum has been literally, man, you got to remember, friends, I made my whole video here for you. Fooled by Ethereum. I made my video. Of course, I make a lot of high juicy alpha content here for you, but in Fooled by Ethereum, it really walks you through how the hell did we get to How the hell do we get to where we are today? So you can see all these things. Fooled! Ethereum fooled everyone, right? 4,500 videos, like and subscribe. And it was precisely because, you know, man, you were strong in a bear market. This is a bear market, bro. Ethereum was strong as hell. And then when we're starting to become a bull market, that's crazy, man. It's like the market waited for Richard Hart to launch PulseChain, and then it flipped red on the weekly super chain and just kept going. So look at that. We launched PulseChain here. It looked good, right? It looked good. Like, oh, wow, everything's good. And then, like, we just flipped red. See us, bye. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Also, do you want to know what's crazy, friends? You know, during this period, I'm not making it up, around this period, there was a picture of Vitalik. He was seen with some chickie babe at a restaurant having dinner. I'm not joking. I still remember the tweet. I could come back and find it, but yeah, it's one of these. And I remember saying, sell everything, sell. I didn't, man. I didn't. You meant to sell ETH, buy BTC. I didn't know there was a signal like that, but don't fade it. Don't fade it. Let's play some Cranky G.
A kiss, a cry, our rights, our wrongs.
I sped it up a bit for you there, friends. Having some fun. Now, I know a lot of people, you've been telling me, friends, in the friendship call, having fun in Telegram. A lot of you asked me, Somi, now that we have agreed and understood, they said, thank you very much for teaching us that it's not really all our fault. It's just like, hey, Ethereum's weak. That's the bigger problem, right? Ethereum is the cloud. What can we do about it? I don't know, friends. Wait. Do you want to sell now and then punt on something else? Here's the thing. You're probably thinking, if you're thinking of punting, you're probably thinking, oh, I'll just buy Solana. All right, but in the past 3 Bitcoin halvenings, buying the Solana equivalent was the wrong move walking into this year. That's the tough part. That's why we don't know, friends. We don't know. We're just going to keep holding. I believe. We're still waiting for the PulseChain court case update and everything out here. This is PLS, friends. Still stuck. Weekly super trend. Doing nothing. We need it to like zip up. Hopefully flip up. We're waiting for Auntie Carol. There's been some great stuff, friends. Eric Trump's just started shitting Bitcoin. It's like they have a lot of things that they know that's coming this year. All the stars are aligning, man. All the macro and everything. It's just, it seems like, man, like every single news event that's telling us this is meant to be the biggest alt season of all time. Let's see. pDAI, friends. Because there is now a JPEG pDAI, allegedly made by Richard Hart's address thing, because I don't check this, I don't know. People are calling it to question, hey, is pDAI, what about it? Is it still up or down? This is the address, man. Friends, you can make 1,000 tickers of anything. It doesn't change the story. That's it, right? Look what happened to Bitcoin. We made 18,000 altcoins. Did you choose them as store of value? Not me. You. Did you choose them? Did your brothers and sisters choose it as store of value? No. You stuck to Bitcoin. Now, this is the pitchfork still going up and to the right. Here's Richard Hart and his nipples. Just staring us right in the face. Pink little pepperoni nipples. I would love pDAI, obviously, at $1 like everyone else, but it'd be nice to be 10 cents by June. Yes, it's friends, world's first future speculative stablecoin. It's still got the narrative. It's still the key missing link for the Hyperloop phase to begin. And remember, that's all coming down to the bridge. Yeah, so if we can get a lot of stablecoins which are sitting on Ethereum to start moving in, then we get the friendship pump. Eric, feels like a great time to enter BTC, World Liberty Finance. Remember, they're shilling Bitcoin, shilling Ethereum. This is Eric as well. Man, that's crazy. Man, why is the president and his son shilling Ethereum more than the Ethereum guys are? You know, that's something to think about. But now he's hopefully all of crypto is going to pump. Friendly reminder as well. In the marketplace, you have to be willing to walk away from deals because that's how you can survive long enough. If you keep taking every deal at every price, then you'll be that fool who gets parted of all his money. When the crowd is in FOMO, just wait it out. That is just a message here for you. Look, everyone has their own strategies. You like playing 15-minute candles, whatever. I want to play the whole cycle. I want the highest return, and I don't want any leverage. So I have to wait for non-believers, G's, and things to go out and rinse. Non-believers will be mogged on site. A lot of, yeah, I know it's very, very tough with a lot of this price action. Now it seems like there's a lot of coins, right? There's a lot of coins and stuff out here to do. pDAI price chart still doing okay. But everyone's, obviously, people are wondering, hey, here we have Dick with Butt, friends. Dick with Butt. Still moving away sideways. You also have Pika as well. All the capitulations down 85%. Let's check out it against PLS ratio. Maybe just a spear of PLS. There you go, out here. This is the life. This is the life of altcoins. Down 82%. Stock standard, everything else. It's the same thing. Let's just do a rectangle, friends, is what I like to do. Just draw these rectangles. Give a bounce comment like, hey, why are you down here? Well, it's not, friends, there's always one unicorn winner out there, but for the overall majority of everything, ETH BTC's down, we all suffer. Also, friends, I've been catching you with a Pokeball literally every single day. I've been tweaking my own nipples for us, and I've been learning, man, not just learning, I learned. I did this anecdotally. I tracked ETH BTC ratio with our sentiment. Yeah. And to my shock, our sentiment for altcoins was more closely linked with ETH BTC ratio than the ETH USD price. So look, this is crazy. We watch the Ethereum US dollar price. Yeah. No one watches the ETH BTC. 2% of people. But our emotions are synced with this chart. Altcoins have been bleeding out forever. There was a round of optimism here and a round of optimism here. That's what they were. All right. That was Ethereum spot ETF here, and it went down anyway. But that was crazy, man. You know, this is when PulseChain pumped up hard in that first week of January. We had ETH BTC going up and this thing going up. I couldn't even show you. I know, friends, there's a couple of racist people who don't believe. You see that? Here you go. First week of January. We just did like a 180% move. 2.8x. Isn't that wild, man? That's wild. What the hell? No one's watching it. Why do our emotions sync with the freaking ratio? It must be that the ratio, it's chicken and egg thing where it's reflecting risk appetite. But that's crazy, bro. It's just it's a shitty little ratio. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Let's play some Cranky G music. I love you so much, friends. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been very, very tough. Very depressed. What's worse, a daughter with OnlyFans or a son that cheats for a 2x? I put this out as a reminder. Man, look, if you're gonna sell now, like, okay, I'm just telling you, you will be buying back higher. Also, if you're gonna sell to go cheat stuff, now, friends, in JPEG coin land, there are some winners. Your odds, it's tough, man, because you're all JPEGs. This is just a momentary screenshot of when everything was getting slobbered. Look at this, man. That's wild. 6 hours, 30%, 50%. Now, remember, dips are cheap, yeah, but of course, don't care about that, man. I'm just telling you, if you are participating in JPEG land, just remember, you can be down 60% and it doesn't have to recover in like 6 hours. Okay? If you are okay with that, go for it. If you believe you have edge, if you found the funny meme, if you have a community, you want to turn your JPEG into a meme, you believe you've got some sort of advantage, okay, go for it. But yes, this is this 24-hour mark, 70% in a day. And then they don't have to recover. They don't have to. But yeah, as long as you understand that. See, a lot of people, very closed-minded, all they can do is think of themselves. And like, dude, I'm speaking to over 30,000 people. You understand? Like, I'm speaking to over 5,000 people per day. Of course, someone's going to go and get the winner. I'm just talking to everybody, all right? I'm talking to everyone at the same time. That's the game. Okay, if you're okay with that game, that's what you sign up for, yeah? It's JPEGs. And if your JPEG's cool and sexy today, you got to understand that you might not be a cool JPEG in a week from now because the cohort of people might want to go to another JPEG. And the casino, 1.4% win rate. Make sure you're aware of the risks. That's it. I want them to all succeed. Also, please remember, look, we are playing for the future. We hope PLS rises. But at the end of the day, it still all is going to come down to the SPI. You need Pulse, the SPI to go up. That's why we are all relying on this as well. You know, a lot of people, obviously we're all optimistic, but they want to know, you know, what's going on with HEX and stuff out here, the big price pump. Yeah, look, that's the candle, man. That's the move. You know what I mean? So that's PHEX. If you want to see EHEX, this is the EHEX PHEX ratio. It went down when it went up here, and then it went down when Richard started staking the PHEX. So people just rotated a bit around as well. If you'll allow me once again with a minimal amount of racism to let you see this is the EHEX USD price chart. My gosh, it's so down. It's so down. I can't even. Okay. Yeah. So that's your pump. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It looks like a big number on one day. That's it. Yeah, you need a lot more. We We need a lot more. And you're going to get that friendship if we get Ethereum in a rally. This is the HEX to Pulse ratio. Everything's still moving in line. All the altcoins and everything out there, friends. Remember all these news. Ultimately, that Ethereum, man, can you just freaking go up? This is it. All comes down here. I saw like there's some other influencers. They believe this is coming, but like, this is negative numbers. Yeah, I'm not joking. They believe this part's coming down. Could be. It's only been disappointment, tears, blood, sweat, everything on Ethereum, and anything linked to Ethereum. Is it time for it to go the other way? I hope it is. But still, you know how cycles work, man. You know, friends, that something comes out, they make you give up. If you know, isn't it coincidence? Maybe not. The highest return is the long-term holding, and that's the time frame that makes you give up the hardest. Interesting. And that's the one with the highest time frame. The highest reward. Short-term stuff, it doesn't make you give up. Why? Because you keep taking these little wins, so you keep thinking your dopamine's going to keep going up, because you don't know that you're actually unprofitable over the long run, over like the next 6 months. You still think you're still going to make it, right? So like up and down. Like, oh, I made $500 today, but then I lost $1,000 yesterday. So I make, trading. It's interesting that with the one that gives you the highest return, the biggest life-changing wealth, with the highest win rate is the long-term spot buying and holding. And coincidentally, that's the one with the least dopamine. That has literally none. That's the hardest one. Because it just makes you give up. Look what they did, friends. How many Pokeballs did they try to throw at us? Right? How many Pokeballs did they try to throw at us, friends? You witness this now. So if you do leverage, you get that dopamine hit. You're like, oh, leverage. Yeah, but then you get wiped out. And then they keep trying to spin the wheel again. With the spot altcoins, it's like, it's tough, man. It's tough. But if you weren't in this game, look, if you're in this game, you know this stuff. It's just a part of the cycles. We're just praying we get some up only. Man, it's going to be wild 12 months. Like, subscribe, bell button, I'll catch you soon.